my.
Okay, I'm back in my comfort zone. I'm watching Guilty Gear.
It's gonna be all right.
New patch, still Guilty Gear.
Still Guilty Gear.
Know what's going on.
Same gear.
I've seen these players. I just played against one of these players. In my comfort zone. Jamaican Johnny. Awesome.
Did he go with a beard though? Can't tell.
I think he does have the beard.
I'm looking at it from this.
Yeah, we're looking at our tiny screen.
Because it's smaller on the smaller screen.
So did Rocks pick Johnny? We're looking at another Johnny Mirror?
Yes.
Yeah, Johnny Mirror.
Now keep in mind, one fun incentive they have for this week is the highest placing Johnny gets free entry to the next suplex they attempt. So that's why you're seeing a lot more Johnny than usual. Obviously, it's still first patch, but you know, hey, it's a little bit of an extra incentive to go for. And already we're starting off with that nice low counter hit. We're backing it, baby. And we're gonna see some Johnny gameplay.
Johnny gameplay.
Bam, bam.
Beasto fighter.
I love it. But Rock's immediately gonna burst to keep that corner. She
Bursting
immediately
on block,
burst.
not interested in holding. Yo, let's go, let's go.
Dude, somebody called Captain Zach and leave him the amount of stalling. Oh, good PRC.
Judge, my opponent is stalling.
They're colluding. What is this? Go right back up to the pressure. Oh, I like the counter card to counter the card.
Right, of course. Activated his trap card.
Exactly. Much like Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic Cylinder. I've got myself, you know, I got toys. Good pressure, setting right back up.
Johnny would play Magic Cylinder.
He would. Good pressure. We're setting right back up in the corner. Nice. Get a good clip, and we're resetting tech on the throw. Back at it. Rox has got this pressure.
Wild Assault out of there.
Doesn't matter, though. You got clipped, and you're going to go ahead and lose that round.
Interesting how Wild Assault, you know, you can also use it defensively, too.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Any straight button on block could just turn into advantageous situation.
Exactly. Rock's able to find that first hit, and, you know, she's kind of being able to reset pressure here. She's doing really well in the corner, so it's really where she's winning these interactions. Because her, like, neutral is solid, but these corner pressure, like, the amount of, like, options she's rotating through has been so effective. The overheads, the plus frames, the throws. You're just going to have to hold all of this. Oh, I like the deflect.
As they say, is why not?
Exactly. PSG gets out of the corner for a second there, but still gets clipped put right back in, and now you're working on a pixel about to take it perfect.
Something that's really neat about Johnny is his pressure is honestly really similar to Gold Lewis's in that he can really mess with you from a distance in a way that's really frustrating for a lot of characters to deal with because they don't have far-reaching buttons to kind of challenge.
Yeah.
So it's this really non-committal kind of, you know, I'm flinging 6H at you, I'm flinging Misfinder at you, and you just have to find a way to get out. And if you mess up, then you're probably going to take an unreasonable amount of damage.
Exactly.
It's probably going to go into a mix-up. BSG switching to Sin. I have been seeing Twitter posts, you know, people are saying, you know, it's the Sin patch, Sin's the wave.
I mean, like, I know specifically for one, it's a Sin patch. Like, a lot of good stuff has been happening for Sin. He kind of works as a character now, which is huge. But also, BSG has been liking Sin for a long time. Has been wanting this play this character and has played Sin in a lot of different tournaments for bad matchups. But so far has legitimately just not had a good enough chance with Sin to play him because Sin hasn't been very good. But this patch, it's looking really good, and I think he's full on that boat. And right now, we're seeing this pressure that you're already familiar with, and it's
crazy.
Out so
Sin,
well.
When you play against Sin, he has so much corner carry that it never feels like you're not in the corner, and it's just only been worse now with Wild Assault because he has yet another tool to just push you into the corner. You block one thing into Wild Assault and to cancel into another thing.
And now you're back
Another
in
thing
the
that's
wall.
really important to mention about Sin in this patch is his follow-up to what's it called? Beak Driver. His follow-up to Beak Driver is one of the few advancing moves that's exempt from the counter hit change.
Yeah.
So it will still counter hit you. It's a really good privilege they kind of gave him, right?
And Lord knows he needed something.
Right.
That's a big one to get.
So it's kind of one of those cases of everything around him changed for the worse.
Yeah.
As well as him changing for the better. So he's in kind of a good position, I do agree.
It's like an evolutionary gap. Like sometimes nice block on the burst. Like sometimes in evolution you get these weird instances where an animal is not great, but everything else gets worse around it, and it suddenly becomes a really good animal. It's like how mammals came evolved. Like we were not a good animal, and then like the dinosaurs got wiped out by a meteor, and we got to hide in burrows all day. We managed to sneak our way through it at that point. But yes. Yeah, so BSG is now kind of inept from that deal, right? But Rox has been sticking with it. Currently in Winterside Finals, you're looking pretty good to get that trophy for yourself. And already is doing pretty solid in this round, at least being able to trade. But man, you're exactly right. That wild assault, the beak driver follow-ups, you just keep going forward. There's nothing you can do about it. Hold this. Waited a while on that.
Barely escaping that misfire guard cushion.
I like that. I really like that counter super out of the little gap in the string there. That's great awareness by Rox. Rox has definitely played against a little bit of Sin. Has played against it because BSG started picking Sin into like Bridget because it was an annoying matchup.
That's the other thing is the fact that he uses burst gauge is so big because you can have just one bar meter, and a lot of times in Strive you have that question of, do I use my meter to approach, or do I fight my way in there and then use the meter for a mix-up?
Exactly.
But now you can Wild Assault in and then use your meter to mess them up. There's just so many resources to work with that you can just smother your opponent in advantage before they know what's going on.
Exactly. And generally speaking, games get better when you give people more options. Who would have thought? But the more choices people have to express themselves and show up their play, the better a game gets and the more flexible it gets. We're seeing that in great strides here. Wild Assault and Deflect have been incredibly interesting decision-making accesses that people have been exploring and trying to figure out. Right now, BSG is in a sticky situation, but still with full burst and in one bar, he has a lot of options here. Goes ahead and burns it for
pushing him to the corner.
Oh, and he gets a clip anyways. Rox wasn't able to set it up. Tried to go for a cheeky overhead, but Rox mashing out. I respect it. Closing out that round. Now we're 1-1 a pop. One round each. Who's going to take this pivotal game, too? Oh, big counter hit.
She gets clipped.
Clip right back, though. Took a second for Rox to figure this matchup out in the last game, but now, you know, she's really got a foothold down and is doing a great job of denying BSG space to get in. BSG was able to find a gap there.
Just holding a
right
burst.
Through.
Might be planning to use it on Wild Assault. So ready for that.
Reset counter hit, burst out. I don't blame you.
So good for Sin as well, using Wild Assault to convert in situations where you want to hold your bar for meter for Kara supers. That's so big for him.
Oh no. So BSG messed up the meaty there, wasn't able to get it out, and again, Rox is doing a great job of just mashing out reversal super. It's solid, it works, and it'll clip your opponent when they're leaving gaps in their pressure. No Swiss cheese pressure, we gotta go full cheddar in this bitch. Oh, I'd love the run up in DP again. BSG getting it. He's feeling good, bro. Oh, good stuff. BSG up 2-1 in the set. This is very important because now you're on set point. So if you can win this game, you're done, and if you lose this game, you still have a little bit of breathing room.
Do you believe in the Rock sweep?
It's certainly possible.
Ooh, she jumps the throw.
Oh, nice. Oh, the shimmy. We talking Street Fighter now. Great counter from BSG, though. Force it back. Bam. Right through the wall. BSG looking really good this round. But, I mean, Rox has
She's got all the resources in the world, yeah. It's already, is it already over? Oh, no, she burst.
She bursted right before that super, which is huge because if that super had started, literally would not have been able to.
So
no.
So gamer.
Oh, I like the tech on the throw. BSG called it out, and again, another run-up DP. Break the wall.
Run-up DP, confirm into the super, knowing it was just enough to kill. That is truly BSG level decision-making.
That's solid, man. That is a, oh, nice DP, wake up again. Yeah, you're not going to get away with free plus frames. You got to keep a true pressure.
Yeah, being able to do Kara shenanigans off of a DP is just such, even though you can't like full combo off of it or anything like you can in Exert, it is just so crazy to be able to create sticky situations like that off of a DP in Guilty Gear Strive where they're so hard on DP.
Nice job, and again, BSG using that Wild Assault to push towards the corner so that you can get this through the wall, get that positive bonus going, which means you get burst gauge that much more effectively, and you're getting meter, big counter hit, pops the red RC!
Twisted.
Woo, baby, we're in it, counter hit.
It doesn't punish the DP correctly.
Overhead. BSG's
now we're getting sauced.
On the verge, you gotta block all these mix-ups, and you still got Wild Assault. Oh, Rox is so careful, but gets clipped finally. Blocked 5 mix-ups in a row, only to lose to the 6th one. Woo, baby. Thought we were done with one.
So tough. Yeah, that was really good use of FD because you saw he was trying to go for those fast RC into 2K, but sometimes mixing your opponent with buttons like that isn't much good when the 2K won't then connect into a 2D.
Absolutely.